and welcome to Get Healthy with Pammy, or Healthy Pammy. All right, so Manjaro Journey with Pam, and one of my playlists I have dedicated to health things, whether that is recipes or how to clean your items, your fruits and vegetables to make sure there's no pesticides, and how to prep them. So I went to Target today and I bought some romaine leaves, some romaine hearts, but it says better romaine leaf. And this was like $3.67 compared to something that was already cut up and in a bag, and it was smaller for like $2.67. So for $1 more, I got probably 4 times more than what was in there. So what I'm going to show you, I mentioned it before, and I thought, well, why don't I just show you what I do? So I just came inside from trimming grass, and that's why I'm dressed like this. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to be inappropriate, but I am covered up. So in here, I just took off the lid, and now I'm going to take off this top plastic cover. Now it already has, like, it's only the leaf part, it's not the heart. So you save it, I don't know, you're not paying for the weight of the part that we don't eat. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move my camera. Okay. I'm going to prep these by putting them into water, and then I'm going to sprinkle with baking soda to remove any pesticides. Okay, so we have this in water. And now we're going to take baking soda and sprinkle it around the top. I learned this, you know, there's people who do home remedies, the old ways, and even Amish and people who do homesteading. And this is what I learned from them. I'm going to use my strainer like this, put it over the sink and strain out the water. So I strained out the water, a little bit different than, you know, pouring it the other way. And now I'm going to get rid of this and rinse the next batch. I want to prep these so that they'll last longer in the fridge. So I'm just going to dab these with the paper towel. Now, you want to cut this depending on what you're going to use it for, and sometimes you might want to leave them bigger so that you have them for burgers. I feel like I probably.
And I'm speeding through this because I'm just going through and looking to see if I can figure out what the name of this product is and where I bought it. And then the top lid tells you if you need to have these vent holes open or closed, and if you should add water to the bottom. And this is all to make your vegetables last longer.
I'll have to figure out what I did. It's been a little while. I think I bought these last summer, actually, yeah. Oh, here. It's called Progressives. I wonder if I bought them at Costco. I buy a lot of stuff at Costco. So it actually tells you at the top how much water to put in and how much airflow you need. And there's like some little airflow gadgets on the side. It's a vent, so you either want it open or closed. Or actually that one is open. There's the slot. And then if you need to close it, then you push it that way. Pretty handy. Let's see, so for lettuce, leafy greens, it says water and airflow vent. So we need to have the airflow vent open. Okay, so it's open. And then after I'm done, I'll put a little bit of water so it goes down to the bottom. I do want to leave some of these whole so that when we make some grass-fed burgers, that it goes nicely onto the burger. And then that way, you know, you can adjust the size that you need. So I'm just layering them in here. I like to put the bigger pieces at the
And then I
bottom.
pat the lettuce dry and stack them into the container.
I bought these nice, cute, pretty bowls from a bed and breakfast that I love to go to in San Luis Obispo called Apple Farm. And they used to serve, use these dishes to serve things to your room. So I put the strainer on the bowl like this, and then I tip out the water, and it keeps all the leaves inside. Much easier than trying to keep everything from falling out. Okay, so I have all my lettuce cleaned and in this container, and remember it said for lettuce to put a little bit of water at it now. And I will put this in my fridge like this. And we're gonna start making the taco salad. All right, and just so you see, so I put water in here. You no longer see the baking soda, but it is dissolved in the water. You can kind of like run your fingers around and just make sure that the baking soda is dissolved and gets onto your bell peppers so that you can clean them properly.
Keep your hand on top. I learned that from a chef. Bounce into something. Like how some people just go cut it really fast. Okay, so we have our lettuce. Put the bell peppers in the bowl. This is just going to be my salad. Grandkids like it too. Thank you. So I'll show you.
And you take out the pith, the white stuff, because that's bitter typically. I leave some on there just in case there's like some nutrients in there. And so then I'm going to go around the seeds and trim so that we're not wasteful. We're not wasting any of this really delicious vegetable. Obviously we can't eat that top part, but I'm going to take these over and dry them. Just air dry them, no special equipment. This one had the most. Okay, so see how I'm just like cutting around it and preserving this part. Some people have to be very careful about the seeds and if they have diverticulitis. Diverticulitis is whenever you have like some pockets in your intestines and seeds can go in there and cause infection, which can lead to a very painful experience. I had a step-grandmother who had that issue and had to spend quite a few times at the hospital when it got really bad. So you have to be careful sometimes with seeds if you have those kind of issues. So I'm just gonna chop these. As you can see, what we're doing on these, since they're smaller, I'm just making them into small pieces. And this is what I put on my salad. I'm not a very good cutter. So I just know that you're supposed to keep, this is a very sharp knife. Keep your hands away from the blade. Keep your hand on top. I learned that from a chef. Dog's into something. I like how some people can just go cut really fast. Okay, so we have our lettuce. Put the bell peppers in the bowl. This is just going to be my salad. All right, so I thought maybe I should show you how I'm slicing these because maybe, like, especially if my grandsons watch this later, they may not realize the way to cut this. So I cut it in half after I had cut off the top. And I'm gonna cut along these areas where they kind of indent, right? So I'm gonna follow along the veins, I guess you'd call them. And then you can decide how thick you want your slices. All right, so let's go ahead and get these packaged up. Holes on the sides. So you can see what we're doing here. Okay, so on the lid it says, let's see, peppers. You just need airflow, no water. Okay, so good thing I didn't put any water in there. So I put the lid on there and then I'm gonna open up the vent. Is it open? There we go. Open up the vent pull that down and we have the opening. And this is gonna go in the refrigerator. Okay, so I heated up the very end, or the last part of the taco mixture, the taco meat mixture that I made the other day, and it has pinto beans for extra protein. And so the remainder of it I'm going to put on top of my salad. And I'm going to use a little bit of garlic infused olive oil. This is Rio Bravo Ranch, which is something that's made here in Bakersfield, Central Valley of California. Has a nice little topper there. So we're just going to dash it. Probably put a little too much. And one of the products from Suzanne Summers, 12 years old aged balsamic vinegar. And I have a couple different ones. This one's just a traditional. It's nice and dark. So we're just gonna do a little drizzle. That's the hardest part, is just getting the consistency right. And some Redmond's salt. This is salt out of the Utah mines here in the US. And some cracked pepper. And there we have, this is a late lunch, early dinner. We have our vegetables, we have protein and some dairy, calcium. Yummy, yummy. Enjoy. I hope you will try something like this. Oh, you can also put a low carb chip like Siete or Quest if you're looking to be very strictly low carb. All right, I hope you guys will try to make something like this. It's very easy and it was very affordable to do this. Bye for now. It's delicious.